What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Logisticalstyles coming at you with another video, and this time we are going to continue on with the previous video that I did last week or so, and it was just me really working with the Launchpad app and the Launchpad MIDI controller, and I was using both of those to jump through different loops and just really freestyle with some samples, and y'all seem to really have liked that, so I'm going to try to do another video like that, but this time we're going to expand upon what I did. Instead of just having one device that I'm running the app on, I'm going to run the app on two different devices, and I'm going to be able to sync them up using a feature called Ableton Link. And so I'm going to, instead of just having my iPad, I'm also going to include my iPhone running a version of the app, and I may even switch up and have a separate app running, because Ableton Link is a feature that is available on a lot of different apps out there. And what it does is basically it's like a MIDI clock, almost a MIDI clock, and it allows you to sync the devices up, so as you're triggering beats, you don't have to worry about hitting at the very right moment, because they're all synced up together. As long as they're on the same Wi-Fi network, you can link all these devices up together. One will be the master device, who controls the tempo of the project you're working on, and then the other ones will fall in line and sync up with that master device. So you can change the tempo, and you'll see it change on all the devices. It's a really cool device. It's a really cool feature, and I've actually used it with up to 3 devices. I had 2 iPhones and an iPad all synced up and playing different sound packs, and it sounded great because they were all routed into my mixer, and it just sounded really well. And what's really cool about Ableton Link is it's a feature that's also available in Serato DJ Pro. If you ever noticed, in the top left corner there is a button that says link, and that link button enables Ableton Link for Serato. It's a little bit more involved to use it with Serato, so I'm not going to get into it on this video, because you have to have your beat grids set up correctly, and you have to have your sync turned on to do it. So we'll save all that for another video, but I will do some scratches like I did with the previous video, and we'll have the devices synced up with each other. So we'll switch camera angles. I'll give you the heads down or the face down view, so you can see what's happening on the iPad and on the iPhone, and we'll get started. All right, so here we are with the top down view. I have the iPad Air. This is the 4th generation with the USB-C connection, and I'm using this here Anker 6-in-1 USB-C hub. It's got a headphone jack, which is feeding out into the mixer board. And then I have my iPhone here. This is the iPhone XR. It's got the lightning port, and it's using the lightning to 3.5 millimeter headphone adapter, which is also going into another channel on the mixer board. And then I have the traditional DJ setup, which is, today we're using the Rain 12 MK2, and this is the Akai AMX. So I'm going to use just that to add some cuts or whatever over it, but all the work will be done from Launchpad on both devices. Now I'm going to pull up the iPhone right here, and we're going to go into settings, pull up settings, go in there, and you will see the Ableton Link option. Right now it's enabled, and it tells you that this will allow you to sync with other Ableton Link apps that are running on other devices on the same Wi-Fi network. So it's already turned on. If I was to turn it off, you'll see the banner on the iPad that told me that the link was disabled. If I turn it on, it's going to tell me on both devices that there is a link enabled. Now, whichever device I start playing music on, that's going to be the master device. So if I were to go into here again and go to the tempo, and then I'm going to go on the iPad and open up the tempo as well. You'll see both Both tempos are showing at 99 BPM. If I tap it up here, you'll notice right here on this tempo, it's matching what I'm doing here. So jumping back and forth, going down in the tempo that I said it was at 103. It's still showing 103 there. One more thing I want to show you is if I go back into the tempo, I have the option down here to reset the tempo to the native tempo of this sound pack that I have loaded on this device. And for this sound pack, it's 90 BPM. If I were to look at this one is set at 95 BPM. I'm going to use this. We're going to reset to 95. The iPhone jumped to 95 when I set that to 95, thanks to Ableton Link. I'm going to start triggering loops from the iPad first, and then I'll add to the iPhone. I'll probably switch a loop pack at some point, and then maybe even switch an app. I might jump into Blocks Wave because it also uses the Ableton Link. And we're just going to have a little fun and mix and match loops and see what we can come up with. It may not all sound great, but hopefully, I'll be able to jump in and out of loops pretty quickly. So let's get into it. Check. All right, y'all. That's about it for me for tonight. Once again, don't forget, if you like what you're seeing, if you like what you're hearing, please subscribe. Hit that like, ring that bell so you can get the notifications when I do more of these sessions or more videos or anything I do on the channel. You can get a notification. So please subscribe. Once again, I am your boy Logisticalstyles, and you know what I'm saying, just messing around with some beats. That was a very impromptu session. I'm gonna probably try to plan something a little bit more and try to incorporate some other sounds. But this is just early stages. I hope you liking what you're seeing. Once again, subscribe, share, tell a friend, and I will see you next time when I'm back in the lab. All right?